friends, welcome to my channel. I'm so excited because I just discovered a new technique that allows us to not use copper tape. I will show you. I'm so excited. This is a new chapter in my soldering life, and I think it's gonna be a new chapter in yours as well. It's so easy. Oh my gosh. Continue watching and let's make some beautiful professional jewelry that you will love. Let's do it. Okay, let's begin. Okay, let me just show you a few samples that I did yesterday. Let me just show you. This is done without any copper tape. And for instance, look at this cutie right here. You see this? Stunning. No copper tape. So we're gonna be working with metal on metal, but there is a beautiful tool that I'm using that is a secret tool that's gonna make your life so much easier. Okay, and the start of the show is this floral foam, guys. Oh my god, just wait. This is gonna be your new best friend in soldering. So this is the one that I got this one. It's called Floral. I'll link it down below. Shape, soak, and arrange. They use it for flowers, but we gonna be using it for jewelry making, so let's do it. Because sometimes copper tape is great, like obviously it is great, but sometimes you need to be very delicate with designs that you make, and sometimes copper tape, like there's nowhere to attach it, especially when you work with tiny little rhinestones and crystals in casing. It's not all fairy tales and La La Land here, because some metals do not work, but most of them do. And let me show you from what I noticed what works, what doesn't. If you get the right metal, you won't need to have any copper tape. Let me just show you. Okay, so for this project and for this method, you would need to be working with crystals that have setting, right? It has a casing right here. So without setting, you won't be able to just add a, solder crystal to crystal, or glass to glass, or porcelain to porcelain. You would need copper tape. But for these, you won't, because metal somehow is conductive enough and it allows solder to flow and it sticks, and for some reason it works without copper tape, which is amazing. And we're going to be working right now on something similar to this. You see, this is a beautiful crystal. I will be experimenting and using the same blue crystal in this demonstration, and we're going to be also attaching some of the rhinestones. But the little caveat, unfortunately, that not all rhinestones that I have work. Some of them don't stick at all, but some of them stick beautifully, you see? So let's lay this piece onto this foam block. And of course, over time, it's going to be used up and you'll have to maybe cut it with X-Acto knife, or you'll be able to rotate, but we still have some surface here to work with. So I'm going to choose maybe this spot right here for my arrangement. And the trick is to lay them face down. So I'm gonna lay them face down, and then whenever you are laying, just make sure you have enough surface to go around. And all you have to do, once you're ready with, once you're happy with the placement, is just lightly, well, not like firmly actually, push it in. Don't push it all the way so there's no surface to attach pieces to, but make sure to have them all placed at the same level. So now we're going to be thinking about our arrangement. Okay, so we have this main guy right here. So guys, I got this piece of beautiful, it's like a rhinestone patch from downtown LA. They have amazing stuff. I'm very lucky to have access to that. And those crystals do stick, which is amazing. And I'm just distracted by the opportunities. I also got this off Amazon, and I'm gonna try to see if this would work, and maybe we'll be able to apply it towards our design. So I hope this is enough, but if not, I have more. So I'm just going to play with the one that I have, the placeholder, and I'm going to see what shape would I like them, like what kind of design do I want it to be. Maybe I will cover the whole thing, maybe not, but we are freeforming, as you know, as I am in my videos very often, so we'll see what's gonna happen. Let the piece decide for you, because I have a luxury of just showing you guys a tutorial, and so I'm just gonna rely on angels of inspiration of how it's going to turn out. So I feel like it's gonna be a good idea to start placing them, like let's do maybe 3 or 4 this way and then 3 or 4 that way. Make sure the back of each rhinestone is flush. That's what I'm trying to say. So this is so therapeutic, guys, and this is not that difficult. You will love this, you know? So I'm going to arrange them this way, and we might have chain going down this way as a, because maybe chain should be larger. Oh, I'm so happy. Just so happy this works. Okay, this is my design, right? So now we're gonna do the usual thing, which is we're going to use Flux, and we're going to have our iron about 800 Fahrenheit. Let me show you. 800, and it's, for me, it's very flowy. I'm in a warm studio, so it's not cold. So it depends on the weather, it depends on humidity. Sometimes you need to crank it up, but this is working for me. I also have my fan, obviously, it's going to be turned on in a minute, and then I'm going to be wearing my mask. So the usual things that we have to make sure we have in place before we continue soldering. And I'm going to open my window. To make sure they're flush, so make sure they are flush with the piece, okay? Okay, let me pause. Okay, let me pause for a second and talk to you real quick in case I forget when I do voiceover. So you see how I'm using a lot of solder to start with, and you also need to, I would actually spread that solder to pieces all the way, because it's gonna look more professional. It's gonna look like one solid casted piece. But when you're doing this, you see how I accidentally made a hole. So just be careful when you do that. And also try to, they do move a lot. So, and they take a little longer to solidify when it's metal on metal rather than when it's porcelain. So that's just something I wanted to mention. Also wanted to mention that, oh my gosh, look, for the first time in history, it's easy for us to handle our piece. You know, sometimes you need to get closer to yourself. You need to sometimes angle it a certain way. Well, now you can, because look, I'm just holding it with my fingers. Let me show you, let me zoom out. But you get it, like, you see, I'm just holding it. And I can rotate however way I want to get really where I want to. It's amazing. We have this whole station that doesn't get overheated because, you know, it's far from the heat source. So, and again, like, that's what I would do. I would add more solder, I would add flux, I would add more solder, so the back looks like one big casted piece instead of looking DIY-ish. I mean, again, if you're gonna be like sewing it onto something and no one's gonna see the back, or if you're gonna be adding, if you're gonna be setting a ring base on top of this, because that could be a ring. I'm sorry, someone on Etsy is texting me. So this is, it depends if you care about the back, like I do. So I'm going to make sure to add solder everywhere. But also another thing, when you're soldering, they can get stuck, and you can accidentally pull a stone with your soldering iron. So just be careful. Hold it in place with your tweezers. That's all. But you see how quick this was? Okay. Okay, so you see how fast this was? This was pretty fast, right? So like within 5 minutes, we were able to cover the whole thing. I would let it sit because somehow it takes longer for metal to solidify again. Like if it was a rhinestone, if it was a crystal, like if it was amethyst that I was working on, it would have been already hardened, but it's not. So now I'm really curious to flip it over, and you can, to see like where we can add the design, but maybe I'll just attach chain without flipping it, but I guess we're curious. You want to see? Let's see. Let's see how it's going to look at this. Just look at that. Aren't you? Like how is that even possible that we can do stuff like this with soldering? I want to learn silversmithing, but it's just so intimidating to the point where I just too scared to do that. So, but this is how it looks in the back, and it's so sturdy, guys. Oh my gosh. So let's lay it back where it was. Going to flux it. We have our iron. Sometimes when you can pick up solder, just scrape the surface of the wire and it's gonna come out. Look. I don't know if you can see, but I'm scraping it. And it did, okay. And see if I can, oh, this was way too much. Let's do two less. Oh, you can do such dainty tiny things with soldering. Guys, I think you're gonna love me, and you're gonna love this technique. I am obsessed. I feel like this is gonna be so great for all of us. Let's see. So sometimes it has those little. Let me take this off. And with time, I guess we will all figure out like the level, how close you want it to be to the surface. Obviously, if it's pushed, then it's gonna be at the very rim of your rhinestone. If it's like in the middle, then it's gonna be sitting in the middle. So like you need to get a feel for it. So very delicately, I'm considering getting a thinner brush because sometimes this is like so giant, so it can move and shift pieces, and I don't want them to be shifted. So you know, we shall see. So let's see if it sticks, because again, I mentioned some materials don't, and I will be demonstrating the ones that don't stick to you in a minute, but let's try this just to connect it in place. Then I'm gonna worry about spreading it. Okay, see how I did like few drops? It's now connected. So now I need to have way thinner tip for this because it's very delicate. So, and it does stick. Oh my gosh, this chain works, guys. I'm so excited. I'm gonna wait and do the second one. But you see it's like fully covered. I'm excited to see how it looks on the other end. Let's flip this piece over for our convenience. Okay, and let's cut the, so this is what as I mentioned, what I did, I just cut approximately what I want, and then I just size it. We love this stuff, right? We do. Okay, so I'm just shifting it. Okay, this is a good placement. Two, whoa. See how it's lifted it a little bit? That's fine. And the piece stays, right? So there we go. So this is how, just let it be like this. And then add more and more and more and more. And keep your pieces in place like that. Okay. But are you excited, guys? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, let's flip this thing over. And just look at that. Oh my gosh. See? But it is too close to the... I would, next time... See, now we're learning together. You see how it is kind of attached towards the bottom, instead of it being at towards the edge of the stone. So next time we would need to push it in. Like this is done better. This side is done better than that one. Interesting. See, I didn't think about it. Maybe we can remelt it. Let's see if we can fix it. See, ooh, we can. Ooh, we can do anything we want. Okay, with my tweezers, I'm melting and pushing it, melting it, melting it, melting it, and pushing it. Definitely need to be pushed in because, right? Because it's gonna be closer to, this is a little bit better. Not 100%, but you know, I'm being like, and again, this is so denty. Maybe I should have used something that is, the rhinestones could have been bigger. And we're gonna do another piece, but are you kidding me? Just look. Do you understand that we made it? Like, it's homemade? This looks so expensive. Look at this. Look, it's a brooch. Tiffany. I'm so happy. This is whole other method of madness, guys. And what if we can, just a thought. What if it's so hot, but girl can't wait, you know me. But ouch, so hot, it's so hot, I can't lift it. Okay, but what if it could be a ring? Hello, this could be a ring. This could be a beautiful, I mean, just look at her. Look. Hey, anybody got time? Oh, okay, great. So, but let me just show you. Let me just show you my work. So it's not, you see how the stone wasn't, this is not perfect right here, but this is pretty perfect. Just look. You know how solid that is? You'll never break it. So let me just set the stone the proper way because it was like not even. Oh my gosh, that's better now. And I'm going to just close it with, I think you do it with these guys. Oh, there's like a special tool to push those in, but guys, this has been a while since I was like excited about something like that because look, I fixed it, so it's better now. I mean, just look at this. And we made it in like 10 minutes. Time is important for me, okay? Like how long it takes does matter. It matters. It's so solid, I can't, like I'm trying to break it, I can't break it. It could be a beautiful earring. It could be a beautiful ring. By the way, I made this ring in one of my videos and it's on my channel as well. Guys, aren't you excited now that we can make something like this? Like, I'm so excited. This is very wedding jewelry, very traditional. It's not usually what I like to do, you know me with my raw giant rings, like these. 2 new methods this month I discovered. The glass grinder and then this, I can't. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment and a little heart or something for me. I'd really appreciate it. It helps algorithm. It helps my channel and algorithm because it's been tough growing this YouTube channel and it's growing, but it's really slow. So I'd really appreciate it if you could help me and maybe share my videos and tell friends about me. I hope that you got inspired, and now that we have this beautiful technique, go and make something beautiful, make yourself gorgeous earrings, and you can make like, we can add studs. We will be adding studs next time. Stud posts, I think they called for earrings. So you can sell those on Etsy. Just make sure to use lead-free solder, and I'm gonna come here at you once again. Please condition your soldering tip. If this is the first video you watch of my channel, then you probably don't know, but for those that do know, I'm sorry that I'm keep reiterating that, but basically you need to condition your soldering tip once you're done soldering. By conditioning, I mean turn off your soldering iron completely, turn it off, and then coat the tip with solder. Coat it with solder so it won't get oxidized, okay? Coat it a little bit, you see, like that, and then it's good to go, and store it this way and it won't get oxidized, and you won't have to be buying new soldering irons or going through tips and burning through tips. So this is a tip for your tip. Anyway, I'm so happy. This is such a good technique. I'm gonna go play some more and I'll see you in my next one. I'm gonna make some bougie earrings right now for like $5. Bye.